Well, hello, YouTube world, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Lucas Burton. I work as a personal development coach and was a therapist in mental health and addictions for about 21 years before I switched things up. Thanks for stopping by. I was supposed to post this the other day, but I forgot to hit post, and I thought I did hit post, so apologize for that. Um, Talking about those automatic repetitive thoughts. You know the ones. You know exactly the ones I'm talking about. You know the ones that just keep going through your mind. It's like that hamster on the wheel. It just keeps going, going, going. Just like, and it typically we have, there's different varying degrees on this, 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. Most of them are repetitive. And for the most part, they're not very nice. They're not very, they don't contribute a lot to your well-being. And so if that's going on, like, how does that happen? Right? Where do those negative thoughts come from? Well, they come from us because they're our thoughts, but it becomes like a program, right? Like, I'm no good. I heard that. I'm no good. I'm no good at this. I'm no good at that. Nobody likes me. Nobody wants to be friends with me. No one wants to hang out with me. No one this, no one that. I'm not good looking. I'm not thin enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. And, you know, when we realize how much time we spend up there with that committee of assholes up there, from the self-help movement, you hear like those committee of assholes will just, not do very good things to you. When you realize that those automatic negative thoughts get ingrained and it becomes automatic. And what they mean by that, I seen a really good example once. I was sitting in a group and learning about how to present an anxiety material when I was working for another company. And the person grabbed a piece of paper and threw it at someone, and they automatically put up their hand and caught it. Now think about your automatic thoughts like that. When you're learning to catch a ball, right? You throw it and then it misses, and then someone keeps throwing at you, miss and miss, and then they throw it, and then all of a sudden you're just going up. Automatically your hand goes up, right? So the repetition of that puts that in there. It's almost, if you think of it like a muscle memory, right? Like, it just goes right to that, so those negative thoughts become like that. They just become automatic. One example, one thing I still struggle with is, like, somehow I believed I needed to say sorry every time I was in someone's way, or if I did something like, like, why would you be sorry for being in someone's way? You're not doing it on purpose. But why, Luke? Why would you be sorry for that? Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, 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 sorry. It becomes automatic. So somewhere in my line of thinking, this program got laid in there that I should be sorry if I accidentally do something like that. Like, be sorry for that. So something to think about. Those automatic thoughts will come up like that. So how do you work with those? Well, first thing is, take a list. And this isn't mine. I didn't make this up. I've done it for years. I'm not sure where it came from, but I know it didn't come from me. So I'm giving credit to whoever out there in existence showed this and was probably showing that. So it's not from me. Take a list. I want you to take that list and write 10 negative things that you don't like about yourself. Those thoughts that come up. And I can guarantee you they're going to go bam, 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 bam. Now, same side of the list. 10 good things about yourself, 10 positive things you think about yourself. And you'll probably get to 1, 2, or 3, maybe even higher, 4 or 5. And you'll notice that you're really starting to search what's good about you. And if you're not, that's amazing. That is fantastic. And I'm glad that you're able to think of those things. For the majority of us, especially people who are, have that anxious attachment thing, will really struggle to see what they're good at or what the good qualities of themselves. So take that list. If you have someone that you care about or trust, or a therapist or a coach you're working with, ask them to help you work through the positive things about yourself. And notice when you're talking positively how uncomfortable you're feeling in that moment. Kind of like, I yeah, I guess I'm kind of good at doing this, right? But notice how comfortable you are. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get. And it's not the buzzword around now is always the narcissist this, narcissist that. And there are narcissists out there, and there's lots of people, covert narcissists, all that, people doing those things. And you need to learn about those, right? But having a healthy view of yourself is not necessary. Like if you're thinking like I'm God's gift to women, maybe you are, or I'm God's gift to men, and maybe you are, but a more healthier view, right? Looking for the more healthier view, all right? And so, but I really want you to notice if you try it, how uncomfortable you probably are feeling. And if you're not, that's fantastic, or that's great. Um, but it's something to just notice, right? The struggle that a lot of us have. Like if you hear someone say, oh, you look really good today, and you're like, and that's uncomfortable for you, right? To actually accept the fact that maybe you actually do look good that day, maybe you look good every day. What I'm getting at is noticing the uncomfortableness about that. And now that you're doing that, right, you notice what's uncomfortable. Now you have something to work with. Like, why do you feel uncomfortable about that? Why is it that you struggle to see yourself that way? And there could be a whole history of things. It could be trauma issues, or past childhood wounds and issues that are lying underneath there that need to work themselves out, right? And that's going to require you to work that through. Doesn't mean you always have to go back and deal with your past. If you don't want to do that, I totally understand. What I'm saying is that it gives you a place to start to recognize how maybe those things are really influencing your everyday experience, right? But the more you do that, do those lists, get comfortable with the things that you're pretty friggin' awesome at, you start to get more comfortable with that. Then those become more of an automatic. The more repetitive they become, the more automatic they become. Does that make sense? Hope this was helpful. If it was, as my little daughter says, smash that like button, like and subscribe. I'm not exactly comfortable doing that or saying that, but I appreciate it if you've taken the time to watch this and help this channel grow. And wish you all the best, and have a great day. Okay, take care.